now recognize Dr. Adams for
Thank you,
5
Mr.
minutes.
Chairman, and thank you to the witnesses for being here today. I would first like to make a statement about how deeply concerned I am with the Trump administration's handling of pesticides. In May, the United States Department of Agriculture published a final rule removing the requirement for applicators to report their use of restricted use pesticides, or URPs. This rule was issued without a public comment, without a period or notice, and it means that effective July 11, 2025, farmers and other private applicators are no longer legally obligated to record critical information, such as the pesticide used, application date, amount, location, and the crop treated. And this is troubling because the Environmental Protection Agency classifies certain pesticides as restricted use when they pose serious health and environmental risks if not handled with strict precautions. The EPA's list of RUPs spans 45 pages, and it includes substances linked to severe issues such as Parkinson's disease, birth defects, and other chronic conditions. In the USDA's final rule notice, agency officials dismissed these regulations as not a priority and states that to the extent that there is any uncertainty about the costs and benefits, it is the policy of the USDA to err on the side of deregulation. But the truth is, regulations protecting human health and the environment should be strengthened, not eliminated. Growing and harvesting food should be a safe and healthy experience for everyone involved, from farm to plate. Farmers and farm workers must be able to trust that the tools that they use do not threaten their health, their communities, or the ecosystems that sustain their livelihoods. And families walking up and down the aisles of grocery stores should be able to trust that the products on the shelves are safe to consume. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit for the record the Rules and Regulations section of the Federal Register, which speaks to the use of pesticides by certified applications.
Without objection.
Thank you. Let me continue by saying that an increase in resistance to pesticides means that pests are developing the ability to survive exposure to pesticides that were previously effective. This is a significant concern in agriculture and public health, as it can lead to crop losses, disease outbreaks, and the need for more potent and potentially harmful chemicals. Mr. Weatherby, we've seen an increase in resistance to pesticides over the years with limited new chemical development. So can you speak to how technologies such as agrogenes improve our ability to fight pests and limit chemicals in the environment?
No, thank you. So part of the technology, in particular to agrogene, development of using sterile insects would also then very effective against resistant populations. You start to decrease those resistant populations, so you start to get rid of those, which would also make chemicals more effective. Part of it would be kind of the carry-on effect of reducing the amount that needs to be used, but also taking advantage of new technologies that are maybe a little tougher for insects or pests to build resistance against.
Okay, would anyone else like to respond? Yes, sir, go ahead. Got 50 seconds.
All right. We use a lot of different technology on farm. We use pheromone for mating disruptions. We use sterile release of moths to prevent mating of navel orange worm so that we don't have to spray as often. In California, we have a system. We actually are required to, for any restricted material, put a notice of use, and it is reported via a website. The location is within 1 square mile of the application, and there are notifications that are sent via email, text, or other ways to anyone who is interested in any restricted material applications in their area. So
right.
We've been very proactive in California to put this in place.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Thank you, gentlemen.